Lisa's here.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for waiting. I know I messed up the time, but we're here. We're here.
We're here. And I got right in the nick of time because I was watching a show with my son, and you know about it, called Black Mirror. What is that on, Netflix or HBO or what?
I'm not sure. It's one of the streaming services, but it's bizarre.
Oh my God. I couldn't get away from the TV.
Yeah, it's like, did you remember during the pandemic, did you watch the Tiger King documentary?
No, I heard a lot of people were laughing about it, but yeah.
My husband goes, Nik, you got to watch this. He had watched the first episode, and I went in the living room and he rewound it, and we watched every episode in one day.
Like so I do that.
It was like the pandemic. We couldn't go to work. We were just, no, good thing for Netflix.
They had a lot of shows like that. There was some terror show that was on that talked about those guys that took the boats to the North Pole or the South Pole, and a monster was there.
Oh, I don't know about that.
From the beginning to the end.
I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out. That sounds crazy.
I'll send you what it was. It's still on I think I bought the whole series so I can watch it again and again.
Yeah, just send me the title of it. I want to say hello to everybody. We have so many people saying hi, hello. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're so happy.
Connie.
We are
thrilled. Connie, she wrote a book too.
Oh, that's wonderful. I wrote
a book too that I just got today, and it has those nice big letters.
Yep.
Because mostly I listen to books. I don't read them because I have trouble seeing.
Well, I wrote that because I have students who want to work at their own pace. They don't want to commit to a 6-month or year-long mentorship, and they want to just see what mediumship's about and see if they can make the connection. It's in digital format. The link's in my show notes, and it's on Amazon as well, which the link is also there. And I wrote a new book that the link for the digital copies in the show notes, How to Be Your Own Medium. Because people don't understand, you don't have to always book a reading. You can learn to connect to people on your own. And so that digital book is in the show notes. And I have a free guide to finding your spirit guide, free guide to be your own medium. And the Amazon book, they have to approve it. You know how Amazon does. So that'll be a couple weeks probably. But hello, everybody. If you're interested in learning at your own pace, links are in my show notes. And I'm excited.
You want to be your own medium? I don't want to talk to my family.
I don't really, but I have most of my students, 90% of my students who take my 6-month class do it for themselves. Most of them want to do, I've only had about 10% want to read for other people. So I thought, well, this is a very reasonable economic, it's $27 way to learn at your own pace. There's journal prompts and exercises, and it's just, some people just want to learn on their own. And and then it's super reasonable.
Yeah.
It's not like $500, I'm not that kind of person.
I never took any classes. I just learned on my own.
Yeah. I had to have a teacher because I had no idea what mediumship was. I had to have a mentor. So I'm glad I did it. We're going to talk about all the good stuff tonight, y'all. We're going to talk about all the good stuff. Gavin Newsom trolling Trump. Woo. Redistricting. California versus Texas. We're going to talk about women's right to vote. Are we going to still have it next time? Do they want to keep us barefoot and pregnant?
They want it, but only a small amount of people want that.
Yeah,
not the whole country.
Right. Absolutely. Agree completely. We're going to talk about the files, the ones, and all of the misinformation and redirecting and taking over DC. We're going to get to all of that tonight. I am going to give away a full private one-on-one mediumship reading. If I cross the 5,000 mark tonight on my subscribers, subscribing is totally free.
I think I'm already subscribed.
Pardon?
I'm already subscribed.
Yeah. And so if I get to 5,000, I think I'm at 4,700 something. I'm going to give away a full mediumship reading. I can look at the list of who subscribed and pick somebody. And for everybody who joins my channel as a member within the next couple of hours, I'm going to give a free email tarot reading to every new member starting now for the next couple of hours. And that's a, pretty valuable thing. Now give me a couple of weeks, because if it's a lot of people, it might take me a while, because I am still doing readings and classes and stuff. So be patient. But I can see who subscribes and I'll tag you in a post. So be aware that all subscribers, no matter what level, free tarot reading via email. If I cross 5K, if I cross 6K, I'll give away 2 mediumship readings fully free. Zoom.
Wow.
So that's what I got going. So giveaways. I love giving things away because I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. And I'm grateful.
Well, we kind of got to give back too, because they sure fill us. That's for sure.
This has made my life. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Ever.
Is that because of this, you think?
Yes.
The community and how wonderful people are?
Yes. Because people support so much. Strangers on the internet support so much more than people who may have known you your whole life.
I know. There's a new member, Victoria.
Welcome, Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. A bunch of my members are here. Thank you, everybody. I see you. I notice you. A lot of comments are coming by. We're going to get into the dirt. What dirt do you want to talk about first, Linda?
Let's talk about the Epstein files.
Okay.
Because he's moving heaven and earth. Now,
and I heard his girlfriend Jelaine can go out to work now.
Yeah. But someone who works in the government told a friend of mine that the word is that he let her go into that spa prison because, he did this Washington, D.C. thing because he knows that he's going to give her the free bill, pardon, and that there'll be a lot of rioting. If you think about it, that makes sense.
He wants to do anything to shut her up. And it wouldn't surprise me if she goes out to work and something happens, like, Big Balls. Remember what happened?
Yep.
Remember what happened to Big Balls? And
that would solve his problems if she exited stage left.
Yeah, but the files still exist, but he can cover them up. My fear is always, he just gets away with everything. But we all know the truth. And even his staunchest supporters know the truth.
Tucker, Carlson, they're all against him now.
Even Marjorie, even crazy Marjorie.
She's very disappointed in him.
I mean, that surprises me. That surprises me. So thank you, everybody, for the subs.
There's not enough of them. They're doing all this stuff for voter suppression. They're doing, in fact, the Supreme Court's supposed to hear on section something October 15th. And everybody on the news is all in an uproar. But even if the Supreme Court says whatever, but there's not enough of them to hold this. I asked somebody, even if you change the map, can a Democrat still win? And they said, yes, if you get enough numbers. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be pouring blue.
But our boy Gavin, remember we talked last time, I said he's going to be the front runner for the Democratic ticket. And he is so smart. He's slick and smart. And I like it. He is trolling him. If you guys haven't seen the Gavin Newsom press release, whatever tweets, go read them. They're hysterical because it is trolling 101. And he said it's all caps and there's random quotes and the best ever.
Your most favorite governor.
Most favorite governor. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I mean, whoever's writing this, because you know he's got a person doing this for sure.
Yeah.
Whoever's writing it is so brilliant and so smart. It's like Beavis and Butthead smoked a J and got together to troll Trump, and that's who they hired.
Notice Trump isn't pushing up against him.
No.
Because he's met his match.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hilarious. Everybody's like, hilarious, hilarious. It's off the rails when Marjorie Taylor Greene starts making sense. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
But I will tell you what my guides told me. And they said the actual Epstein files, it's pretty ugly. But
I can only imagine.
It will come out, but it's like after Trump is gone, and he may be gone by next year. Who knows? If it turns blue, he's gone. Adios, amigos.
Yeah. And somebody asked earlier if the Supreme Court will overturn gay marriage. And I watched something about it, and this is the thing, the protection that's in place. If they do overturn it, anybody that's already married will stay married. I watched some lawyers talking about it. And the states it'll go back to the states. You know, they love states' rights in certain circumstances. And so it'll go back to the states. And there's a protection in place that if you get married in California and you travel to Texas, they have to recognize the marriage.
Okay.
So there's a workaround that was put in place because we know there are nuts
that they'll probably go against. But you know what? They just keep going and they just keep depleting their votes.
Yep.
Nobody's going to vote for them.
It's funny because that preacher who's a representative in Texas, Tarico or something, he was on Fox News and they were saying something, the host, was saying, oh, you guys have to cheat because of blah, blah, blah. And he goes, wait a minute. And he told them facts about this state, Massachusetts or somewhere up north, redistricted under a Republican governor.
Right.
Not a Democrat. So hold your roll. And he had such control over the narrative, Tarico did, that Fox News cut him off and said, we got to go.
Of course.
We got to go. Because they don't want to hear it on their channel. They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear the truth.
Nope. James Tallarico. Thank you, Lori. She's from Texas. She knows. So there's so many questions. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So many questions. We'll get to the ones we see. They're going by very fast. Remember, if you subscribe to my channel and I get to 5K, I'm giving away a full free Zoom reading. If I get to 6K, I'm giving away 2 full Zoom readings. Every new channel member gets a free tarot email reading, and I can see the list and I can tag you in a post. Do not worry. I keep very good track of all my stuff. So I promise I will do all of that. And we had somebody else saying, oh, so many questions. I can't remember.
Hi, Water Lily.
But hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, Water Lily, for posting all that. So appreciated. And I couldn't do any of this without Linda. I did not get monetized until after I was on your show.
Oh my God.
And this is my 5th year doing YouTube because I kind of left it by the wayside for a couple of years because how
many subscribers do they require to monetize?
1,000 subscribers, which I've had, but you have to have 4,000 current watch hours in the last 365 days.
Oh, wow.
And that's a lot, or 10 million views on a short. And I keep my shirt on, so I'm.
My son said, Mom, you can monetize YouTube. I'm like, what?
If you have channel members, you're monetized.
Wow.
All you have to do, you probably have it. People join your channel. You do members.
I think I got monetized when I was about 7,000.
Yeah, so you have it. You probably have a bunch of money in the bank. They just have them send it to
I
you.
got $28.63 right as we speak, and I'm trying to think of something I'm going to buy for it.
You can, that book you just showed is only $27. You could buy somebody a copy.
Oh, yeah. Or Danny Shea wrote me and said he needs to borrow $27.63. He knew I had the money.
Decoke, sorry if I said that wrong. It's a person's name. It's the person's name. Said prayers for Lulu. And I know Lulu's getting surgery for her lipoma tomorrow, right?
Yeah, her brother Jacob took off work tomorrow so he could help me because she's going to have her surgery on her bum where the tail, where the lipoma goes through, and on her side of her gut right here, there's a big lipoma. And they said if the one on the bum takes too long, they'll stop because I don't want her being under longer, over 25 minutes.
Yeah. For dogs, it's dangerous.
Yeah. So I said, I don't care. I'll pay for a second surgery. But the one for the bum is the one that she needs the most because it's getting heavy. The tail's getting heavy. It's hard to lift it when she has to go number 2.
Poor Lulu. She'll be okay. I'll send prayer. Everybody send prayers for Lulu.
She had her beauty appointment today. I took her down to the lady. She didn't like that either. But they washed her real good and scrubbed her butt.
Good. Somebody asked what my YouTube is. It's at Peaceful Nik, Nik. Just at Peaceful Nik, Nik. And then somebody asked, will Abbott be out in 2026?
I feel he will.
I think there's going to be a reckoning. There's going to be a reckoning, but we have to keep the vibe high. And I think, Linda, you do a good job of that. You tell people the truth of how you see it. And we can't be successful if we're divided like they want us to be. And we have to keep our minds right in order to overcome this. And we can do that together.
Right.
We have to, because this SHIT, I don't know if they ban people on here.
Get your breath away. He's really trying to have turn us into a nation that's totally unrecognizable. But the problem is he didn't realize more people hate him than like him.
Right. Because he's got people printing out papers with nice articles and they carry around a folder and tell him how nice and that he has a 90% approval rating.
And he doesn't.
No, he's got, somebody asked me earlier on the placard you posted, how many people will turn on him. He's got about a solid 30%.
Yeah.
That won't ever turn on him no matter what.
They blow smoke up his rear.
Yeah.
If he came to a full stop, you know how many heads would be going up his rear?
And somebody just said Epstein files, keep them front and talking about them. Absolutely. Keep talking about them because I don't care who's in it. People say, well, Bill Clinton's in it. Burn his ass. We're not in a cult over here. If you're a pedophile,
we
burn
need
your ass. Yeah. Did you hear, Pete Hegseth?
Yeah.
Listen to this. Everybody listen. Pete Hegseth goes to that crazy church with that crazy preacher who wants to take away women's voting, told that announcer lady, that media lady, all she is a uterus. Watch it's astonishing. He has a parishioner in his church that was convicted of child molestation and then asked for forgiveness. So his church forgave him because he repented. Then he got married. This is all public record. Look it up. Then he got married. Not the preacher. This is a parishioner of his church. Got married, had a son, and his son
molested
as an infant.
Oh my God.
And they took him back in the church. This is all public record. Look it up.
Oh my God. These people are so sick.
So sick. Thank you, everybody, commenting, liking, new membering, subscribing, all of that. I appreciate it more than you know. Be patient while I get out the readings to you, because I have a feeling it's going to
I will tell you, the Epstein files will be known. It might take a year or 2 years. I'm sorry, but it's after Dummy is gone.
Yeah, Sonia said it's on the iPad at podcast. That's where I watched it today. I knew I had to watch all the coverage before I came on with Linda G to be updated on everything.
Right.
Yep. And
can I say something about Bill Clinton, by the way?
Absolutely.
Bill Clinton, it was, I think Lawrence O'Donnell announced last night. Bill Clinton apparently never went to the island. He went to a couple of nations with Epstein to follow up on organizations. Now, Bill Clinton could be a perv, but he usually goes for women, not children.
And that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
Just like everybody's saying that Epstein slept with Melania, but he kind of likes the young children type.
He's way too old for him.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a man who, or a woman who notoriously is unfaithful to their spouse with another adult. That's a bad problem. That's a bad problem. But you know what? Deal with it in your marriage, go to counseling, get divorced, whatever. That's a very different problem from somebody who does that to children. That is a very different problem.
Sickness.
Especially when Jelaine is bringing them in and they're doing it. I don't know how anyone could.
It's been here for a long time. I was reading about the story about the first Olympics in the Greek.
Yeah.
In Greece, and all the young Olympians.
They kept boys.
Young boys, and they slept with those young boys.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
and also, speaking of this, the Republicans keep trying to pass laws to make 14-year-olds adults.
Yeah.
Because grown adult women with their own mind, grown adult women with their own mind aren't going to put up with their crap. So they have to find younger and younger and younger and dumber women kids that they can mold into who they want.
Right. That's true.
An adult with her faculties isn't going to go for that unless she's in. Oh, Lupe, that is so generous. And Alice and Golandrina and LR and Lorraine and Aunt B and Lori, Juniper, Carmen, Tristan, Victoria, you guys, Cindy, you guys are blowing my mind. Thank you.
Now these red states are trying to change the laws. So because that one representative, I guess his brother or somebody slept with a little girl, and they're trying to change the laws so he won't be in trouble.
Exactly. Thank you, Ladybug. Thank you for the subs. Thank you, everybody, for everybody that just joined. Giving away a full mediumship reading if I get to 5K for subscribers, which is free. I'm giving 2 full mediumship readings if I get to 6K subscribers, which is free. And for every new channel member, you get a free email tarot reading. And all my links to my books and stuff is in the, stuff down there. You know what I mean. I can't even think of words. This Epstein Trump shit is killing me. And you know what I love? One of the best, most wonderful facts I heard this week was since Roe v. Wade was overturned, the fertility rate has fallen 3 years in a row.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to sleep with a guy.
And the vasectomy rate is through the roof.
We're the ones in trouble, and we got to keep the baby. But men can just do what they want. Always has been that way.
Yep. Eclectic Diviner. Sometimes there's a join button in where you chat, and sometimes it's under the video. Somebody help.
You normally can't do it from your phone. I found that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it because I'm
your
on
iPad or your PC.
Yeah, any video you go to on my YouTube channel, there's a join button, so you can just go there. People have to be sickened. Oh, something about Ghislaine Maxwell. It just went by so fast. Have to be sickened that Maxwell may be set free. She should never be allowed out. No, but somebody will take care of her, just like Dahmer. Remember what happened to Dahmer?
When they sent her to that prison, I said, you guys, she's got more free access. And those people in that prison don't appreciate her being there.
No, they've been complaining about saying she stinks.
Yeah, they said I heard that before, that she has real bad body odor. She doesn't like using soap.
That is bizarre.
That's bizarre.
That's weird. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. But I love that Gavin Newsom is going to have a big, beautiful press conference.
When is that going to be?
This coming up week, it said in all caps about redistricting. He goes, Texas, you want to redistrict 5 districts? I'm going to redistrict 20. California has 55 electoral votes in 1 million districts. Like, I don't know if anybody knows how.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, the Republicans are begging the House, please don't let Texas do this, because they know that their seats will be gone.
And California has so many blue, high populated areas. You could take a little bit of San Francisco. You could divide San Francisco up in 20 different ways. Oh, no. Uh-oh. You flashed, girl.
What?
You flashed.
What's that mean?
I don't know. You disappeared and came back.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was gone for a minute. I went to visit my friends. Jesus says, hi, you guys.
Hi, Jesus.
He said, hey, how's it going? So don't worry. All this will pass. I'm telling you, it's scary. And I understand people saying, my God. And he just keeps doing. I mean, he's going to meet Putin on Friday. What do you think about that?
Oh, somebody asked earlier. That was one of the comments I wanted to talk about. Somebody asked if we're going to sell Alaska to Russia. No.
Oh, he's talking about giving some abilities for them to get certain things out of the ground. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Even in California, in the blue places, and they put Gavin Newsom up to be recalled 3 times, and he always won by a landslide.
Yep.
But the thing I want to tell you is those blue places that have those representatives, they'll say, sure, go ahead and change it, because they don't like the fact that those people took away their Medicaid.
Listen, I have a loved one who I'm extremely close to who lost her Medicaid.
This recently?
Because she's on disability and makes too much money.
What?
Makes too much money.
Does she make too much money?
No, she's on disability. She's below the poverty level.
Oh, so she's got to challenge all these poor people. They're going to have to challenge.
And she can't work because she's disabled.
Well, that's weird. What state is she in?
Missouri.
Oh, there you go. Oh, what do you think about Johnson being found out that he's using political money to pay his rent in Washington, D.C.? And it's
Moses Mike?
Yeah.
Moses Mike. I didn't hear that. What happened?
He's been using $2,200 a month ever since he got this place in a room he rents in Washington, D.C., and they found out where he's taking that money is from his political contributions.
Wow.
And it's totally illegal.
Listen, anybody who shares check your porn app with their son has...
Oh, well, listen, Grindr.
I mean, you have to laugh at that. That's ridiculous.
Grindr says if the Supreme Court says yes on no marriage, they're going to release all the names of all the big people, not just political, who belong to Grindr.
Yeah. Grindr shut down when the RNC went to wherever they went. Like they couldn't handle the traffic. What city was that in?
I don't remember.
I don't either. If anybody remembers where the RNC, let's see. Somebody asked about Alien Earth. So good. Aliens as villains. I have not seen that. Mm-mm.
Alien Earth. Is it like, where's it on? What show? Go, you're getting a lot of subscribers. You're going to really go up.
Oh, good. Thank you. I turned my thing off so I can't see who's subscribing. I turned that off. Where's Alien Earth on? So Ness, tell us where it is. And thank you guys for subscribing. Anybody who joins my channel anybody who becomes a member of my channel gets a free tarot email reading for the next couple hours. Give me time to get them all done. Don't think I'm going to do them tonight. And if I pass 5K, I'm giving a full free mediumship Zoom reading. And if I pass 6K, I'm going to give 2 free full mediumship Zoom readings. Christine says, Nik's the best.
Came out.
Get a reading. Oh, my book. Oh, TV's on FX. That is my book. It is for people who want to learn at their own pace. It's a workbook. It has journal prompts. It has exercises, how to find your spirit guide. What are all your clairs? It's really, really good. And it's big type for people like me who can't see anymore.
How are you driving at night?
Pardon?
How are you at driving at night?
I haven't been able to drive at night for a long time. Oh, Lisa said I'm over 5K. Thank you, Lisa.
Yay.
Oh, thank you, Caruso.
So, who's going to drive us at Gettysburg?
I guess Lady Shadow. She drives at night all the time. She works all night, so she has to drive at night. So
5,000.04 subscribers.
If I know where I'm going and it's like a short distance and I have my glasses on, I can do it. But if I have to like go on the highway in the rain.
Well, not highway. It'll be those roads at Gettysburg. That's where all
I've never been there. I've never been there.
That's where they catch the good ones of the ghosts and you can hear the cannons going off.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Everybody stay tuned for our definite dates. It'll be September, October 2026 for Gettysburg. Linda G, special guest. We'll do meet and greets, take pictures, me and Lady Shadow. Thank you for the 5K, everybody.
And then you're going to do ghost hunts, right? Or we're going to do
ghost hunts. We're going to do ghost hunts. We'll have vendors. It'll be like a little conference or convention. We'll have vendors and stuff.
You go in downtown, because I watched a guy who used to go into downtown Gettysburg and he went to these little shops that had all these antiquities. I would love to see that.
Lady Shadow's been there. She got married there. She's been there 1,000 times. She will be able to tell you everything. I know nothing. So me and you are going in there blind, trusting her fully.
Well, I can pick up the ghostesses.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm going to have to put on some protections because, they come in when, people like us, they'll come in and I'm like, I probably won't sleep at all. Yeah. I'm not a good sleeper. I'm a terrible sleeper.
Sleeping at a haunted place, though.
I don't want to sleep at a haunted place.
No,
I won't sleep.
People will sleep in haunted. I can't do that.
Nora said, "Can we get?" Oh wait, where'd it go? Nora said, "Can we?" Nora, God bless you. Can we get a help? I can't even read it.
The orange orangutan.
Anybody with ankles that swollen and a brain that gone, he always brags about passing his mental test or whatever it is. Yeah, you picked between a giraffe and an elephant. If you can't do that.
Well, you know what I got a hit on the other day, minding my own beeswax. I felt Putin really doesn't like Trump.
No, he's using him.
And I feel
using him
about taking him out.
Remember when they met in his first term and they had the 2 interpreters, and there were nobody else there taking notes. I always thought, what the hell are they talking about?
Oh yeah, they're always
I
talking.
would give $1 million if I had it to talk to one of those guys that was there and say, what the hell did they talk about?
A lot of these people aren't talking because they don't want to die.
Or get Lindsey Graham. Why do you think he loves Trump?
Because they got big stuff on him. But you know, it's okay. Even that, who's that gal that's just so ugly? She looks like a man. And
Laura Loomer?
Yes. She says, oh, Lindsay, everybody knows you're gay.
Really?
What's the big deal about it? Nowadays, that's not, and it's true. Nowadays, it wouldn't be any, but apparently he likes the young ones.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. And I know his name is Lady G on all the apps.
Well,
that came out a couple of years ago. And I don't know if you've ever been to South Carolina, but South Carolina is one of the most closed. My mother-in-law lives there. I've been there many times. It's one of the most closed-minded, very red states in the U.S.
Still, and even with their healthcare being taken away and jobs being taken away?
Up until, I don't know now, but up until recently, I know I have people that I know that live there, and they are full MAGA for the most part. And so if he did come out, which to me, I love everybody. If you're a good, upstanding person, love who you love, as long as they're all adults and consenting. But I think they would banish him because of that, because they're so bigoted. They're so bigoted.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely bigoted. And if he would have just been who he was from the get-go.
There's a lot of my subscribers, though, that are talking and living in those red states that are even saying, you know what, I noticed that the Trump flags are coming down.
Because people are embarrassed.
Yeah.
My YouTube is at Peaceful Nik, Nik. Somebody was asking, at Peaceful Nik, Nik. Stephen Colbert. Oh, we didn't talk about Colbert. Yeah. Colbert is an exception in South Carolina. I'm not saying everybody
votes. Is he from South Carolina?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not saying everybody votes red there. I'm saying it's heavily red and heavily racist and heavily bigoted and misogynist. Right. I hit news calls Trump McKinkle's taco tits. Absolutely. Yes, they do. And it's hilarious. Can either of you read how Zelensky is feeling? Linda G.
He's on overdrive. He knows that. I don't know why Donald Trump talks like he can run things. He can't run anything. He's going to just have to give up some land. He's made it clear we're not giving up anything. Remember how bad they treated him when he wouldn't give up things to, and you don't say you're grateful, and they just blast. He doesn't Trump. He knows how to kiss Trump's rear and act like he likes him, but he can't stand him just like Putin can't stand him.
Antoinette said, she has family down in South Carolina. They've been trying to get Lady G out of there forever, which I love his name. They are not MAGAs. They are not bigoted. I believe your family's not. I know people there too. And like I said, they're not all MAGAs, but they have enough to get the votes. There's a majority of people in the right districts. Remember, we're talking about districting earlier, to get the votes. And that's the problem.
So. Let's look at Mona. Mona said, will there be an unalive attempt in Alaska on Friday? Ooh. I heard Zelensky talking about maybe taking Putin down from the air.
Really?
But I don't know if he can do it. Let me look. Did you know Ukraine? This morning on one of the shows, I heard Russia really hit Ukraine hard. And then today, all over the news and on Parnas, Lev Parnas and all those guys, they're saying Ukraine took out a whole bunch of oil and gas and energy sites. And because Ukraine doesn't hit women and children. Ukraine hits what matters the most.
Right. Because they're smart. And I'll tell you this, you got all that land in Russia and all those big, tough talking guys, and they can't take over Ukraine. How long has it been? 3 or 4 years? So what does that tell you? Ukraine is
war. It's still going to be war, you guys.
Yeah.
It's still going to be war. No, they're not going to listen to what Putin has to say. And who cares? Trump, you know the stuff Trump said he would give or sell from the United States to another country, and that country could give it to Ukraine? Did you know he didn't come through with most of that? He lies.
Yeah.
Look at the outcome. There will be peace, you guys. Might be not be till spring, but there will be peace.
Nora said, what is Starship Boy up to? He's been quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Starship Boy. I think he got in over his head.
Isn't there a big lawsuit out on him right now?
I'm sure there's many. He's kind of off the rails. I think he's heavily addicted to drugs. Like, he didn't used to be this crazy.
He could even be in a rehab sort of situation. Trying to get sober.
He needs to get sober because he is. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, Debbie said I'm at 5.15K. Oh my God, you guys are the best. Oh, I'm so excited. And all things Maria said, just ordered the book. Excited to read it. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Thank you. Elon is arguing with Apple about his AI. Oh, that's right. Elon needs to pull it back.
Oh, they weren't going to take Grok. That's right. Apple decided not to give you the option on their apps to take Grok, and he's furious about it. They don't trust Grok.
Well, these can we talk about AI for a minute?
Sure.
I had someone say on a podcast I was watching the other day, it was it's a big podcast. I can't remember the name of it right now, but the guy was interviewing this woman who is a spiritual person like us, right? And she was talking about AI and how she believes she can channel through AI from spirit. And I absolutely disagree with that 1,000,000,000 billion%.
Oh, hell yeah.
AI is going to tell you it takes everything from the whole internet, everything that's ever been uploaded, everything.
It's not a person.
It cannot, because I think last time we were live or another time I was live somewhere else, somebody said, well, mediums won't have a job. Oh, no. AI can't give you a connection to your loved one in spirit and give you evidence. They're not going to know the things we know.
Right.
They may be able to find their obituary if you give the first and last name and date of birth and date of death and where they died and all that and what newspaper to look in. But just to make connection to spirit, AI can't do that. It's not a sentient being. It doesn't have a soul. So for anybody who's putting that information out there, or if you hear somebody say, oh, this AI bot can talk to your loved ones in spirit or channel the Pleiadians.
Right.
No, they can't. They cannot. AI is good as a tool to help you rewrite emails or come up with a structure for a paper.
Yeah.
Or something as a tool. It's not going to connect you to Pleiadians or people from Alpha Centauri or your great grandma who passed away 150 years ago or whatever. It cannot connect to spirit. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. It cannot do it. It cannot do. You can do it. People can connect to their loved ones in spirit. Hence my free guide to becoming your own medium.
Right.
On my website. Learn how to do it yourself if you don't want to pay for a medium. AI can't do it. You cannot do it.
It's down the road. The ability for man to manifest is going to get stronger and stronger. And we're all learning the keys of how to really pray. And it's no rosary or anything like that. It's concentration, which is good for the rosary, but it's about tapping into something beyond you, and in your quietness, in that calmness, you can manifest. But you've got to remain calm. A lot of people are just too reactive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to have emotional regulation in this situation.
Yeah.
We cannot just go off the rails. That is why I have mostly turned off the news, because it's trying to get us to be crazy. That's why having this discussion is great, and it can be triggering for some people. However, we can keep a cool head and not lose our minds and not be angry. Being angry you can be angry for a moment, but you have to understand that, yes, horrible things are happening. Exactly. But when you fall into the anger and you ruminate, you're no good to anybody.
It puts you in what they call a state of resistance.
Yes. And what you resist persists. That's a line from Eckhart Tolle in New Earth. That's what I've thought about Trump since 2015, because I read A New Earth in 2014.
Because the news media is not helping us. What they're doing is
they're perpetrating it. They've perpetrated this. They have caused him to be who he is.
Yeah.
They are very much responsible for what is happening. And Jake Tapper writing that book about Biden, but not saying anything about Trump in a book. What? Come on. Seriously.
Yeah, he's just ruined himself. We can all get our pitchforks and march down the road and say, F you, Jake Tapper. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You screwed yourself. Nobody trusts you now.
Exactly. Lots of questions.
I feel sorry for Trump when he starts going down. We should be gleeful, but we're not going to feel sorry for him.
No. He is making his bed. He is making his bed. Legacy media has normalized chaos. Yep. Just somebody said, I subscribe but can't find where to join. It depends. You can go to any one of my videos on my page and there's a join button. Who is Starship Boy? Elon Musk.
Yeah.
AI will advance as we advance our consciousness. So I say this, and I've said it many times for many years. Even before AI, I've said this. We are technologically advancing so much faster than we are sociologically advancing. We cannot keep pace with the technology in our mind, like our hearts and minds, like our interpersonal relationships and the sociology of our minds and our society can't keep up with the technology. So there's going to be, I say, a reckoning. I get that from, I think the movie's Tombstone. There's going to be a reckoning, right? There's going to be a critical mass. We can only sustain so much of what is happening. Credit card debt. There's tolls everywhere. Everything is charge on a charge on a tax on a tax on a tax, charge on a charge on a charge.
People are losing their jobs right now.
People are
not bringing it up because he doesn't want those numbers.
Well, and then you just fire the people that report it. So
yeah.
That takes care of the problem.
We've got a couple of months in before people are going to be so outraged that's when America stands up. That's when the Republicans in the House are going to have to say, I don't know him.
Yeah.
He's going to have an event at the Kennedy Center.
Oh.
He wants to win an honor at the Kennedy Center. And he wants to do Sylvester Stallone and somebody else. I can't remember. The maggots. He's probably going to do Mel Gibson. But Mel Gibson actually has done a lot of good work. But he's going to do these things for the people. And you know what I saw when I heard it? I saw after he's gone, I saw Carolyn Kennedy and the board all vote them out.
Mm. This Kennedy Center thing is just an insult. An insult to
probably took over the Academy Awards if he could. He's not going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't care how much he screams about it.
He thought he was going to be Pope. Remember that? He'd be a great pope. Okay.
Chubby Checkers turned him down for the Kennedy Center. Interesting.
Oh my God. And I saw a video about Carrie Underwood, because she became a MAGA, and that she's complaining that her and her husband can't keep up with the work on their 400,000 acre farm because they don't have any immigrants to do the work that they were paying them to do because they've been deported. Well, FAFO.
Yeah. Yeah.
FAFO.
Well, I wanted to tell you something else. Not Bill Gates. Who was it? Tim Cook went to Trump and gave him a lot of money.
And an award.
Everybody was furious, but let me tell you why he was a smart guy. By doing that, he prevented the iPhone from going through the roof in cost because he has no tariffs on his phone.
Well, it was smart.
He paid him because he had to. He has the money in order to keep his phone so the public can still buy it and then he'll make his money from the public.
I think it's people frown upon the ass kissing with the crystal award or whatever, the glass, whatever it was. But it's strategic. Tim Cook did that strategically.
Like those people saying, "Sir, we ask that you win the Nobel Peace Prize," and he always sits there like, he's such a fraud. He's such
everything. Let's see. Somebody said something about Newsom. Newsom just deployed resources to Puerto Rico ahead of the tropical storm Erin. He said, we got to save all Americans. Felon 45 is going to lose it. Yeah, because Felon 45 only knows how to throw paper towels. How Mar-a-Lago hasn't been blown off a map from.
And by the way, you guys, I prophesized this for my 2025. Huge weather hurricane, maybe not that many, but enough that are so strong, Florida's in trouble.
I'm in Florida.
Florida's in trouble. Whereabouts in Florida?
Central, directly in the middle.
Central's better.
We moved to the middle on purpose because
because the lower part of Florida eventually is going to be totally underwater.
Yeah, we were in Milton last year, and there's this law here. We have to have roof ties where your roof has to be tied down underneath. I don't know how they do it, whatever they do, because I was worried my roof was going to fly off. And they're like, no. You have a new construction. It's like 4 years old or something. And the roof has a tie. And I'm like, oh, thank God, because it's windy and people's fences were, it's not like we're just completely free of destruction here. It does get bad, but it's not like on the coast. Like we're not going to see the flooding here.
You think that red hue, that orange orangutan is going to come and help people? Not even in Florida, he won't. He won't put out anything extra for all his red states that will need help. Sarah Huckabee begged him for help when they went through something recently, and he just said, nah.
FEMA. No more FEMA. We don't need emergency care. What about the floods in Texas?
Yeah. And you know what? Most people in Texas do not want those people to add those seats. They are totally against it.
Look, this is what has happened in the past 6-7 months is people who are short-sighted and they're not looking at the long-term effects of their own careers. I think that's why Marjorie Taylor Greene is kind of going her own way, because she was on some kind of intelligence committee or something at some point. I want to say she was. Somebody help me remember if that was true. But I think she's had access to stuff. And she's like, this is not, I need to go this way because that's not going to be sustainable. Because she makes good money. Yeah. She's from bum F Georgia up in the no man's land. She makes what, $274,000 a year? That's like being rich down there.
Yeah.
In backwoods Georgia.
Oh, she bought a place in Florida near Mar-a-Lago. And Elon was seen, his boat was seen docked at her dock because I guess he was visiting her. This is when he still worked for Doge. So she was able to buy, it's not just her regular pay. She gets paid under the table too. But something scared her. Something turned her away.
Something. She knows something. If anybody remembers if she was on some kind of intelligence or some kind of committee, I could be wrong, but I feel like she was on some kind of committee. She wanted the Epstein files released, and I think it freaked her out that it isn't. Well, yeah, because he's in it. And this is the big thing I wanted to mention tonight that I completely forgot. People saying that, why didn't Biden release the Epstein files? Why didn't Biden? You know why? So anybody who's watching, who's wondering that, if Biden would have released them, what would they have said? It's phony. It's fake. It's doctored. They added my name, blah, 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 blah. They wouldn't have believed it. And they would have said it was, and they're still saying it's a Biden Comey hoax or some kind of crap.
And the other thing is that Maxwell was still being on trial, or there was stuff going on with her.
Let's see. God forbid. Yeah, I heard Marjorie Taylor Greene has made $21 million since she's been in Congress. Doesn't surprise.
I went down it. Boebert too. Boebert.
Okay. S. Ocampo said yes, she was in the Intelligence Committee. Okay. Sometimes I don't know if I remember things. Okay. They were sealed by the court during Biden's term. Google said Marjorie Taylor Greene was on Homeland Security. I knew she was on something. So somebody said, when will the files be released? Linda, do you have a prediction?
Finance. When will the files be released? I feel it's not going to be until he's gone. I'm so sorry. While he's still there, he's not going to let them be released. He'll move heaven and earth. Mm-hmm. And don't be surprised if Ghislaine, some people get mad that I pronounce her name wrong. I said, would you get mad if I pronounce Hitler's name wrong? Who cares how I pronounce her name? But
I think you're right.
She falls out a window or something. Something might happen to her. By the way, who was I talking to? Was it Andre? Andre was looking at her chart and he said she was really bad aspects for the next year. Real, like near death aspects.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I think there's going to be, first, some accident's going to happen when she goes out to work at Starbucks or whatever they're going to go have her do. It'll be a car accident or something. And I think you're right. They're going to move heaven and earth to keep those files from being released. And I don't know why he's doing all this shit. He's a lame duck anyway. He's a lame duck.
Took our highly confidential records that are still sitting in Florida because he could.
Yeah. And he moved them back. They took them. And
from the White House. He took, and we asked him for it back. It was the taxpayer stuff. And No.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I hear you got stuff jingling in the background.
Yeah. That's somebody knocked up my door. I'll just leave him out there. I think he's a bill collector.
Well, you got $28.76.
$28.73.
I want to say, Linda, you've changed my life. I've never, ever been happier, and I am absolutely 100% sincere.
Well, you got what it takes, girlfriend. I can't do it. You do it.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I said, she's for real. That's all there is to it.
I really appreciate it. I just am just grateful. That's
remember, I want to do Sterling too.
Yeah. I emailed Sterling and haven't heard back. I'm sure he gets a billion emails a day. Were
you looking for a collab? Forget about it.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't do collab. He does with me because I'm the one that started him.
Somebody asked me to email him after our live. Somebody sent me an email and said, you should email Sterling. So I'm like, oh, okay.
He did one time. Me, and Lilac, or what's her name, Lilac? She's not working anymore. And we did Dead Famous. We
Okay.
did that bit for a little bit, but that's the only time that he did it.
All right. All right. Well, that
doing collabs more, I don't know.
I feel like
a lot of work, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy to always, and I get so many requests for collabs. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. Sometimes I lose where I'm at.
Yeah, well, and that's why when we collab, I'm happy to send the StreamYard and a reminder because I know how busy you are.
Yeah, I love it when they do. But now I've been writing, like I'm on with Kevin Lewis this Friday. And so tomorrow I'll do our poster, I'll do our thing.
Yeah.
So I have it all written down.
Well, I'm excited and I hope we can meet again in, what is this, August and September sometime, mid-September.
Yeah.
And see what has happened and see if your predictions have come through.
Oh, yeah. Go.
And we'll talk about what happened in Alaska.
Sounds good.
What's going to happen with Epstein.
Unless an emergency comes up, we might have to do an emergency meeting.
I am all for it. You just let me know. You let me know. I'm here for you. I'm here for the masses. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks to all the members. I will be going through all the members and subs. Good night. Love you all.
Lily.
Thank you. Yes, Water Lily. Thank you. Thank you for the subs. I mean, for the, you know what I mean.
And Ness was here, but she had to go. Okay, you guys.
I appreciate you all. Good night, Linda. Bye.
Good night. Cheers. Bye.